Today we are going to be discussing the ways in which Indians typically make tea, chai, and as well as the differences between Indian chai and British tea, like this for example. So let's see. Indian chai, chai, chai. Okay guys, now you have an understanding of how one could prepare Indian chai, or masala chai as what I prepared, spiced tea. Masala chai typically contains aromatic herbs, spices, but there is one quintessential ingredient that could not be missed in Indian chai, and that is sugar, as sugar plays an important role in balancing out the spiciness of that chai. So it has a variation of different flavors. Chai will, of course, in the Indian subcontinent, will vary from region to region according to preference and taste. But there is one thing that we can say the majority of Indians will share in common, and that is chai, tea, will be the first and main drink to be served to guests when they visit one's home. There is a typical term that Indians, or we can say Hindus, refer to as Atithi Deva Baba, which means guest is God, and this will play out when guests visit an Indian's home and chai will be served. Masala chai has health and medicinal benefits such as relieving nasal clogging, relieving colds, indigestion, even helping your aches and pains, whether it's true or not. But besides that, we can always say that chai or tea has a special place in our heart, in the hearts of Indians, in the hearts of people all around the world, and we can always have a specific story, a personal story that relates to tea. It's also a special custom in which people and friends and families come together, so it's a great custom to have in each culture. Interesting point about the word chai is that it was derived from Hindustani language, but that was before derived from a Chinese word for tea, that is cha. So, according to legends, tea was first cultivated in China around 6,000 years ago. But like I said, according to legends, this is only speculation, so we cannot say for sure if this is accurate or not. But once anyway, British were colonizing the majority of the globe, they did end up occupying China for a short period of time, and in that time they were able to take tea from China and finally export it to India. So in that time they were dealing with looting and trading of the tea itself. It is thought that the reason why Europe, or specifically today the United Kingdom, has a strong tea drinking culture is due to the fact that British took tea from China and finally to India. But who can say for sure? This is a debate for another video. The tea drinking cultures within India and within the United Kingdom is thought to have started around a similar period of time in the 17th century. However, the ways Indians have learned to prepare tea and the ways in which British have learned to prepare tea are completely different. So, for instance, the way a British would make tea is quite simple as opposed to the way Masala Chai is prepared, as you have seen in my demonstration video. Simply just add boiling water to your mug, add the tea bag, leave for maybe 2 minutes the tea bag to brew in the boiling water, maybe add a drop of milk and then stir, take out the tea bag and voila, your British tea is served. Similarly, like the Indian etiquette to offer the guest tea when a guest visits the home, we also have the same custom residing in the United Kingdom. In comparison to this shared etiquette that we British and Indians hold, is that the word tea in Britain, in the United Kingdom, has a different connotation, it has a different meaning. And actually, tea, not just as a drink, tea, the word, refers to dinner. And typically tea, as in dinner, which is normally held around 5 to 7 p.m. in the evening, whereas Indians have dinner around 9 to 10 p.m. at night. Normally when British are working or maybe at school, when it is late in the daytime, they think about that early time meal in the evening and they normally say, I can't wait for my tea, not this tea. The food tea. Idea of tea break originates from the Second World War, where the men at that workplace would be served tea from a tea lady itself. However, this concept, this idea of being served tea by a tea lady is almost defunct. It is almost no longer existing. But today, tea breaks are so prevalent in the workplace, and we will take maybe tea breaks. It could be 2 to 3 times per day, including our lunch break. For me, both teas have a significant place in my heart, British tea and Indian tea. For me, British tea has so many memories associated in my childhood, growing up drinking this with my family. Whereas Indian chai, masala chai, is from my adopted culture, my husband's culture. So I'm now exploring in new flavors, new styles and forms in which you can make the chai, the tea. I both love them equally in different ways. Guys, if you found this video interesting or even have suggestions for me, don't forget to comment. Please let me know. I want to know what you are thinking. And besides that, have a brilliant day. Take care of yourself during this time and see you next time. Bye.